Well, welcome to this. Man, it's snowing right now, but honestly, with how my upload schedule has been, and it has not been very good, this video honestly may be getting out sometime, I don't know, probably in February at this rate, we'll see. But anyway, hi, welcome back, it's me again. But yeah, we are currently driving through some snow, and making our way to a kind of job acceptance, job interview type deal. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, essentially, not too long back from this very point in time, I made a phone call to a person who owns a gym. I'm like, hey, I've been training some people at your gym for a little bit. Could I be just the gym's official trainer? Is that something I can do? Or it's where I could train more people or be more associated with the gym. And luckily the owner's like, yeah, that works for me. So it was great. I got all my stuff printed out, and I would have loved to have gone in and started doing before the new year. But I had a little vacation. I went on to California. So that it didn't really put a wrench in the plan, because the plan was still going to happen regardless. But it just, it slowed it down a little. I had to take a bit more time to do what I had to do, you feel? I know I do. But yeah, so we're making our way over there, so that'll be really fun. And yeah, it's just going to be nice to drop that off. Hopefully we'll be able to get stuff rolling nicely. And I had a cool meeting the other day with, my partner in business, more or less, about the gym. We got to do some research and stuff, get some nice things drawn up. And from there, it's going to be nothing but barbecue chicken. Because, and I'm not sure for some of y'all, but for me personally, I really want to, get a business going of my own. And it'll be nice because it's just nice because it's the start of the new year and there's just a lot of good happening. Sometimes, the year starts, it's just whatever. It's there's still, I think, a lot of leeway for it to be bad. There's a lot of leeway for it to still be good. But when it starts off with such a bang, in my case, it's just, it's hard to see anything else other than all of the good. Alright, there we go. Just had to make sure no one was coming. Gotta drive nice and slow, or else my tripod's gonna take a big old dive. But yeah, now we're heading off. Also, I got back December 30th. I think I've had 5 days off the gym or something like that. And it was not illness related. What? Why have I not been working out? I'm a bodybuilder. That's ridiculous. I've been going through it. It's been even though the beginning of this year has been freaking phenomenal, admittedly the end of 2024 was freaking terrible. And it's all perspective and stuff, and I can be this was great, but it can't all be sunshine and rainbows as much as I wish it could be. So I'm going to acknowledge the fact that the end of the year for me kind of sucked butt. I hit this wall, this big old realization. It's oh shucks, I'm not in the best spot as a human being. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, my mental health is a little bit unchecked. I have 0 friends, and I'm just relatively very lonely. And fun fact about loneliness in humans is not good. We are social creatures, similar to, a wolf pack or anything like that. Camaraderie is something that helps keep us going. I don't know exactly why, the science behind it. It's just, how we survived for so long, so it's kind of built into us that having people around us is what we need to survive, at least in my case. And yeah, it's led to a lot of little fits of depresso, which it's whatever, I get through it and stuff, but it does get to be a tad much. But on the bright side, I started taking this advice where it's whenever you feel like doing the least is when you need to try to do your most. And holy smokes, has that been just that has been a game changer. Because fun fact, I'll get these fits of sadness and just be all down in the dumps, and it's I can't do this, I gotta do something. And then I make that phone call, then I send that email, then I just do something that's gonna be a nice step forward. And surprise, a frickin' prize, that kind of phone call is what landed me hopefully this personal trainer gig. So that's gonna be it should be really exciting, because I've trained people at that facility before. And yeah, now I just get to do it with more of the official banner. I can probably up the prices a tad bit, which, I'll need to, in order to, because the way it's going to work is like I'll charge my own fees and stuff, but then I have to pay a percentage to the gym and all that stuff, and then, whatever I take home is my take home. And that'll be the entertaining part of it, because I gotta work out exactly what I want my plan to be. Because of course, it's like I don't want it to be too expensive, but the thing is, I can make my online trading like so affordable because I can do it during my like usual day job, which at the moment is substitute teaching. Like to whip up a food plan, adjust a workout program, anything like that. When I'm handing out a quiz for students to take, while they're doing that, I can hop on my computer and do it, and it's like making money while making money. So that's pretty basic, and that's why I can keep that so relatively affordable. However, with in-person training sessions, that's going to have to increase the price a tad bit for the fact that it's requiring me to drive out to a place in order to train people. So I'll have to do my best. I mean, depending on how many clients I get. I'm very optimistic with my thinking. It's like, oh, I should have, this many hopefully, or something like that. And if I could have 10 people I'm training, I would be so dang happy, because like that's a hefty number right there. And then just to maintain 10 while doing all the other stuff I got going on, like that'll be nice. That'll be really good, especially now that I'm officially a college dropout. I gotta start paying off that debt. So we're going to start chipping away at that sucker, which will be also really nice, just to like have no debts, just kind of be, a person of my own making and stuff. Mind you, this person of his own making decided, school, basha dog, so maybe not the smartest cookie in the batch, maybe not the smartest cookie overall, but, we're making stuff happen, regardless of like the, perceived dumbness of some of my actions. We're going full throttle on a lot of stuff, and it's been fun. But yeah, I mean, it'll be good. And along with that, things coming up and moving forward, let's talk about my 2025 goals, because 2025, quarter of a century kind of situation we got going on here, it deserves something quite big. I'll be turning 21. Like, this is a big year for me. A lot can happen, and a lot will, because I want it to. So I guess the big goals for me are to, one, I really do want to get like a brand deal of sorts, not just like a little ambassadorship or like affiliate code kind of stuff. I don't vibe with that. Like if I'm working with someone, I want to be in on the thing I'm working for. And I had something like that happen before, but then I dropped the ball on it. So it's like fooled me once, shame on me. Because I'm not. Next time I'm able to get in with a company like that, we're holding on tight. Because I went through prep, and then I just ended up falling off the face of the earth because I got so depresso and just fatigued and tired from everything that prep ensues. Well, everything that happens when prep ensues. But anyway, next big goal is I want to maintain a solid list of like 10 clients kind of per month situation. That means like any given month, bare minimum 10 clients. And along with that, I want to we're going to shoot for like, if I can get 5 competitive clients like this year, and my definition of competitive is just like people who are going to compete. They have the aspirations and they want to. And out of those 5, I would love to do 2 preps this year. I would love to work with people for 2 preps. I got one person already, so I just need to find one more guy that's willing to take a chance on a little old lad like me and just freaking go ham and get freaking shredded. So we got that going on. And yeah, so that's kind of the coaching realm of things. And I would love, the thing is, I would love to set a financial goal for coaching, but the thing is, I don't want to set any kind of financial things or hurdles. Well, I mean, it's not even a hurdle, but a financial thing to get over until like, I have a consistent clientele base, because it's like, it's hard to, do all the stuff and things when you don't have people to even, get money and stuff. But anyway, the next thing is let's get into the bodybuilding world. Goal of 2025, just be like disciplined as frick. Like sincerely, just like lock in, do what I have to do, and get so much stuff done as I should and as I really like need to. Because that is something that I really, want to get down and really want to get done. And someone is trying to call me. I feel bad because I can't answer, and I hope it's not important, because yikes, that would be lame of me. But yeah, so as a bodybuilder, just be disciplined. Be a solid like dude. Just like get my stuff done, get my meals in, maintain my meal plan in the off season. Talk about freaking bodybuilding challenge level impossible right there. Now, mind you, luckily, I'm back with my coach and stuff, so we have a plan that should be working. And, to be completely transparent, I got the plan, and the thing is, I'm a big proponent of just, you should ask your coaches questions about your programming. You should not question whether it works, but you should ask why it works. Because the thing is, if you look at a program, you go that doesn't make sense, and you kind of go at it just yeah, I don't think this will work. Please tell me why. That's so much worse. You're just establishing an already negative kind of connection. But when you go in and ask hey, I trust what you're doing. I'm just curious why this is set up the way it is. It's gonna be a little bit better. It's just gonna be a little bit nicer, more or less. So I'm excited to see that, and I'm just my coach overall, love working with the man because he's able to simplify just some of the more I'm not gonna say bizarre, but some of the more out there topics that my little smooth brain can't comprehend just yet, but we're getting there. And it'll be good because also working with him during this time period, it's we're going to be talking more and more about certain substances. One may say some gear of sorts, because in the next probably 2 years, I think would be a safe number to say. Probably going to be hopping on, probably going to be taking that for a run, and going for the pro card, like the IFBB pro card, which should be really fun. And I'm just excited because it's this has become something I'm so just infatuated with that I just am straight up loving doing. Everything about bodybuilding has just brought me a lot of joy, and it really is the light in all of the darkness I've ever experienced in the last 2-3 years. So it's always nice just to be able to look forward and just feel good about oneself, But with that, it's going to be a pretty awesome push day. And it actually worked out quite well. So when I finally was able to pay my coach, because let me tell you, money recently, it is, oh my gosh, dude, talk about financial stuff. I got hit with a not a lot, but a fair bit of oh, by the way, you need to pay this, this, and this. And I'm just say what now? Mainly because of college things and stuff like that. But more so, I paid that. I look at my bank account and I go, we're going to be running on empty for the next couple of weeks. So I just, I pay him, he gets my program. And it worked out perfectly because if I do my program, as it's written right now, it works perfectly with the days after work doubles and all that fun stuff. So it'll be nice. It was a nice kind of good sign that, I did my things when I needed to, because it worked out nicely. And also, dude, getting back to the gym after probably 4 days actually, 4 or 3 days. Not 5. 5 was a bit exaggerated. But yeah, it'll be really cool. Also, gas is only $2.96. I almost said the funny number because that's just what I do. But that's awesome. I literally had to pay $3.37 for gas the other day, but I only paid for a half tank because I knew the gas here is cheaper. So hold out. Obviously, don't drive on empty. But if you got the time, don't anyway. If you got the time and the availability to, head somewhere where there is cheaper gas. 1, it gets you out, it gets you going somewhere. 2, save money. Money is good. Money is a great thing. I love money. But it's also, actually, I guess I'll talk about that a little bit. So you'll hear me talking a lot more probably just oh, financials this, oh, money. It's weird because it's not coming from a place of greed, more or less, when I say it. It's unfortunate, it's the way of the world, but I just view the ability of having money as something that will just allow me to achieve, go for my dreams, more or less. That will help me just help other people who are in my life and just stuff like that. Because oh my gosh, if I could live just a life of positivity and just doing whatever and just live comfortably and have people in my life live comfortably along with that, I would so do that. Life would be so much easier. But with the world being what it is, comfort is literally a byproduct of your finances. That's just kind of how it be right now. And I know people will be when you work hard, every day is earned or some weird stuff. It's no, there are people sitting in big old conference rooms making 10 times the amount of construction workers that actually keep this frickin' country moving. But that's just me. But anyway, yeah, pulling up to the gym. Gonna go submit my little resume and personal trader certification little thing. And yeah, we're gonna hit a gnarly little push day, I think. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, my current split, I mean, it was my split, but now I guess the different kind of thing. It's like a push-pull legs, rest day, upper lower split, which honestly, baller split. Like if I had to choose one that, you know, I would give to a lot of, you know, clients nowadays, and stuff that, you know, if all my clients had the same kind of thing and I could be like, hey, do this exact thing, I would give them probably a variation on that based on what they wanted to really do. And yeah, because I vibe with it. It actually, for me, mind you, I've gotten a little fluff on me. I've eaten a bit more food as of late. But yeah, it's a fun thing. I'm excited. And parked. All right, see you guys probably at a bench press of some kind. Alrighty, as we noticed, I did indeed not start with the press. Why in the heck was that? Well, fun little fact about me, I'm currently training to get those bolder shoulders, more or less. Because, you know, as of now, I'm a classic competitor. I compete in the classic division of things, that's just kind of what my frame is pretty well suited for at this point in time. So we're working on more or less kind of just getting that built to be a little bit better. And also because I have not the narrowest but narrower clavicles, having that extra kind of size on, like, you know, the sides of my frame will definitely help, you know, look a little bit more imposing, all that stuff. Also, my shoulders kind of are one of my very lacking parts when it came to show day and all that stuff. So we're just kind of working on, you know, what needs to be worked on, which I think is quite smart. Say what?
You get me on film, I'm taking royalties.
Dude, I try my darndest.
I'm just screwing.
No, dude. Well, especially like, I mean, obviously I don't mind doing it too much, but especially like when it's like packed, dude. I feel so like nervous because like I know it's just like people are just here to work out and just, you know, get in, get out. It's like I feel like such a douchebag some of the time. I'm just like I'm just trying to get a YouTube channel going, man.
No, I get you.
But yeah.
There's nothing like.
Yeah.
You can't let other people get in your dream.
No, dude, that's been another thing that I've been kind of working on as well. It's like, I have all these things I want to do, and if I let, like, it's actually kind of funny. So when I transferred from CMU to Ferris and stuff like that, when I was leaving CMU, what ended up happening is more or less like I did some really quirky things that people were just like, what, you idiot, and just people really did not like me. Like one of the things I did was like, I took a homeless guy in for the night just to try to help him out and whatnot. And people saw it as a publicity stunt. So, you know, I tried helping a dude out, and yeah, no, well, the thing is, I just kind of. No, he did. Luckily, it's like, you know, I just, you know, gave him a place to stay for a night. Here you go, man. And I had my own bathroom, so I'm like, you can shower up, man. You're all good. Give him a place to stay and all that stuff. But people saw it just like, you're just doing it for attention. It's like, dude, I gave him. Yeah, it's like, dude, I gave him like a crap ton of food and $150 out of my own pocket. I was trying to help a man out. Because he's a regular at the gym I would go to over there. And, you know, I just felt bad for him and I wanted to help the guy out, so.
People giving a homeless person hundreds of dollars worth of their own money and doing that kind of shit, so why do they matter? You just tried to do good, and those guys are like, shame.
Well, yeah, because they saw it as like a publicity stunt kind of deal, which is just like, whatever. I recently made a TikTok just being like, dude, I feel so fucking sad. And they're just like, well, this is what you get. And I'm like, okay. And the best part is in that video, it's just like I'm not doing anything out of spite for anyone or like for anyone. So it feels hard to do stuff. And then they do that. It's like, okay, we're back to working out of spite of people. Yeah. It's really fun. I mean, it's humorous because it's just like I'm to a point now where it's like I really don't care, especially what they think. I could care less about. Just like you stay mad and keep interacting with my content. I appreciate it. You're helping me out.
Anyone that is meant to stay in your life will not act like that.
No, exactly.
Anybody who wants to see others succeed don't have that mindset. And
yeah.
When I first lost weight, I was surrounded by a whole different crowd of people that is now a different crowd of people surrounded by it.
Yeah.
And then this new crowd of people is starting to get weaned out for a better crowd of people.
Also, I mean, I made the mistake, like, when I invited him over, like, none of my roommates were, like, in town, so I'm just like, I'm gonna, eat shit for this in their eyes, so it's like, it's whatever, we're just doing a thing. And the best part is, it was so inconsequential because I don't live with them anymore, nothing's wrong, it's like, yeah.
Some people are literally just meant to be, like, how do I put this? Like a lesson that doesn't involve consequences that you can learn from or not learn from.
No, exactly.
There used to be a dishwasher there.
Oh.
And that was such a learning experience that motivated me to go to college, but not because of positive interactions.
No.
It was negative interactions, watching people that were 50 getting paid $1 more than me.
No,
and,
dude,
sacrificing their life and their health just for their stupid choices.
No, dude, that's what I mean, I was studying music education at the time, and like being there, it's like the lesson I learned is like I am cursed with just the want to do anything I possibly can. So it's like the idea of being, well, I say that because
you have the energy to do the things that you dream of and you call it a curse?
Well, for the fact that,
do that.
I say that only for like the theoretical and just like, more logistical viewpoint, just like because I like doing everything, I am pretty much like a mainstayer in the gig economy essentially, and that kind of job market can be all over the frickin' place. And
say that last part again?
Oh, just like in the, because all the jobs I pretty much do are just like, a gig economy kind of deal. Like, if I'm playing guitar somewhere, that's like a legit gig. Substitute teaching, it's like summers.
You're also 20, right?
Yes. And that's the other thing. That is the other thing.
What are you rushing for, man?
No.
I'm only 2 years older than you, and I'm not like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? You're in a good spot.
No, that's the thing.
You're doing well.
And I remember that every now and then too. It's like, I'm not 30.
Whoa, look at that. All right, so essentially my phone died. I'm in the middle of JM presses, so we just finished up what we had to, just some more tricep stuff, and yeah, it is the first day of getting back on to being coached, and it was fun. It was nice. It was definitely not a variation. It was different from my usual kind of upper-lower methodology, just because it was like all chest today. So it's nice to get back into that kind of thing, because like the pump just feels phenomenal, and I was a little worried. It's like, oh, my strength's gonna be terrible. No, my strength was actually a little bit better today for whatever reason. But yeah, that dumbbell press, that was quirky. Free weights, a little bit interesting, but it felt nice, felt pretty good. Definitely, whatever. More or less. Let's just get to the kind of pose down. Tom's looking fire today. Okay, alright. We're looking dense. Oh, jeez, the calories from vacay. Those are hard. And traps are popping. Everything's actually kind of popping a lot today. Alright, pretty baller stuff for what we got going on today. Hey, whatever. Alright, uh-oh. Shirt's coming off. Crazy. Yeah, actually, I got a couple new tanks and tops recently. I dig this stuff. You know, it was actually one of the cheaper things on the TikTok shop. I think the quality's great. That's just me. Oh, Jesus. Ugh, definitely a little bit more fluffy than I recall, but I went on vacation. Had a couple burgers, so that's gonna happen. But I mean, for what it is worth. Whew, we are still popping. Definitely, yeah. The fluffy is, holy smokes, I'm built. The strength line just came from just giving my body some extra calories and stuff. Like, I'm feeling good. Mind you, I also took 3 or 4 days off of training, so this kind of stuff's gonna happen. Okay, let's do a quick thing. Whew. Okay, well, a little change of scenery. Emphasis on change. Yeah, throwing the short shorts, look at the legs, looking quite narrow, which we're used to, but yeah, we're working on that slowly but surely. Whew. Definitely beefed. Like all the food I had on vacation, it's showing. Just really. Dang, that's crazy. Alright, anyway, let's hit some Mandos.
And by the looks of it, I did not do a proper outro. So this will be that proper outro. Make sure to subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed it, leave a comment for like any recommendations of other videos, all that fun stuff, and have a wonderful rest of your day.